As Benjamin Franklin once said, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. These timeless words still resonate with us today, underscoring the importance of a well-structured morning routine. But why is this so? What magic does the early morning hold that it has become the secret sauce to success for many individuals across the globe? You see, morning routines are more than just being an early riser. They are about setting the tone for the rest of your day. They are about creating a sacred space where you can cultivate intention, focus, and a sense of purpose. It's about carving out time for yourself before the world wakes up and demands your attention. Successful individuals from various fields swear by their morning routines, attributing their triumphs to these early hours of solitude and purposeful activity. Morning routines, it seems, are not just about waking up early. They are about starting your day with intention and focus. Imagine starting your day like Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. As the first light of dawn pierces through the darkness, our tech mogul is already up and about. Unlike most who reach out for their phone first thing in the morning, Musk begins his day differently. He wakes up without an alarm, his internal clock finely tuned to the rhythm of his life's mission. This is a man who has mastered the art of balancing his time between the realms of electric cars and interstellar travel. His morning starts at about 7 o'clock. Before anything else, he spends about 5 minutes gathering his thoughts for the day. It's a moment of stillness amidst the storm of activities that await him. It's not meditation, it's not mindfulness, it's just Musk and his thoughts, planning the day ahead. Once he's done with his mental prep, breakfast is next on the agenda. It's usually a quick one, nothing fancy, just enough to fuel his body for the intense day ahead. Musk isn't a big fan of breakfast, but he knows the importance of fueling his body to keep up with his demanding schedule. What follows breakfast is the most critical part of his morning routine: exercise. He spends a good half an hour working out, pushing his physical boundaries. Musk understands that a healthy body is essential for a healthy mind. He knows the importance of keeping the body as fit as the mind, especially when you're planning to colonize Mars. After his workout, Musk dives into his work. He splits his time between his multiple ventures, starting with SpaceX. His day is filled with emails, meetings, and engineering reviews. He works in 5-minute slots, a practice he believes increases productivity and efficiency. Musk's morning routine might seem simple, but it's a reflection of his dedication and commitment. From the moment he wakes up to the moment he starts work, every activity is aimed at keeping him at peak performance. Now that's a morning routine that launches not just a day, but rockets too. Ever wondered how Stephen King, one of the most prolific authors of our time, begins his day? Let's dive into the world of a best-selling author and see how their mornings unfold. For authors like Stephen King, mornings are not just about coffee and breakfast, but a sacred time to fire up the engines of creativity. King's day starts early, often before the sun peeks over the horizon. The stillness of the early morning, the quiet hum of the world still asleep, is a time King finds most conducive to writing. The first few hours of his day are dedicated solely to his craft, undisturbed by the noise of the world. It's not about writing 1,000 pages or even a single chapter. It's about consistently putting words on paper, or as King puts it, amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. King believes in the power of a routine. It's not an ironclad schedule, but a rhythm of actions that signal to his mind that it's time to write. A cup of tea, a familiar spot at his writing desk, the soft click-clack of the keys, these are the constants in his morning routine, small rituals that have become as much a part of his writing process as the words themselves. Breakfast comes after he's put in a couple of hours of writing. A simple, healthy meal. Nothing too heavy that might lead to a post-meal slump. It's important to keep the energy levels up, to keep the mind sharp and ready for the day's work. Exercise is another key element of King's morning routine. A walk or a run, some fresh air to clear the mind and keep the body active. Physical activity, King believes, is as essential to a writer as a good vocabulary. It's not just about keeping fit, but also about maintaining a balance between the physical and the mental. There's no magic formula to King's morning routine. It's about discipline, consistency, and a deep respect for the craft. It's about understanding what works for you and then sticking to it, day in and day out. A routine that fuels the imagination indeed. Starting the day with vigor like Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all time, isn't for the faint-hearted. Before the sun has even considered rising, Serena is already lacing up her shoes for an intense workout. She's a firm believer in the power of an early morning sweat session, starting with a run that could make even the fittest among us gasp for breath. But that's just a warm-up for the tennis titan. Next, she moves on to strength training, pushing her body to the limit with a series of high-intensity exercises. It's not just about physical strength, it's about mental fortitude too. Serena knows that every rep, every drop of sweat, is just another step towards victory. After her workout, it's time for the most important meal of the day: breakfast. But don't expect to find sugary cereals or fatty bacon on Serena's plate. Instead, she fuels her body with a balanced diet of lean proteins, complex carbs, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. It's a meal fit for a champion, providing the energy she needs to conquer the day. But Serena's morning routine isn't all about physical toughness. She also takes time to nourish her mind and spirit. A few quiet moments of meditation help her find her center, her focus. It's a chance to visualize the day ahead, to see the victories and challenges before they even happen. This mental preparation is as crucial to Serena's success as her physical training. And finally, before she steps out into the world, Serena takes a moment to connect with her loved ones. A quick call or a text message to her family or friends is a reminder of why she pushes herself so hard, why she gets up before dawn and pushes her body to the brink. It's about more than just winning, it's about being the best she can be, for herself and for those she cares about. Serena Williams' morning routine is a masterclass in discipline, determination, and dedication. It's not easy, but then again, nothing worth having ever is. A morning routine that's all about strength, both physical and mental. 3 different people, 3 different routines, and yet a common thread. As we weave our way through these narratives, a pattern emerges. A tech mogul, a best-selling author, a top athlete, all remarkably successful, all with vastly different lives. But when the sun rises, they share a few striking similarities. Each of these individuals starts their day with consistency. Their routines, as different as they may be, are unwavering. There's a rhythm, almost a ritual that they adhere to day in, day out. It's not about what they do, but rather the fact that they do it consistently. This consistency, this predictability, is the foundation of their success. Then, there's discipline. They don't hit the snooze button. They don't let their feelings dictate their actions. They do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They've mastered the art of self-control, and it shows in their achievements. And finally, self-care. Each routine in its own unique way prioritizes the individual's well-being. Whether it's a workout, a nutritious breakfast, or some quiet reflection time, these routines are designed to nourish the body and the mind, setting the stage for a successful day. So while their routines may differ, these successful individuals are bound by the common thread of consistency, discipline, and self-care. Different paths, same destination, success. So, why should you consider a morning routine? Think about it this way. A good morning routine is like setting the stage for a grand performance. Each day is your show, and how you start it can drastically influence the rest of your act. One of the key benefits of a good morning routine is improved productivity. By establishing a sequence of tasks to kickstart your day, you effectively manage your time and set a productive tone. You're not scrambling to decide what to do next or wasting precious morning energy on trivial decisions. Then, there's the aspect of mental health. A morning routine can be a therapeutic ritual that calms the mind and prepares you for the day ahead. It's a moment of solitude and introspection, a time to align with your goals and to remind yourself of your worth and capabilities. Moreover, a good morning routine can boost your focus. In a world brimming with distractions, having a set routine helps you concentrate on what's essential. It's about giving the first hours of your day to yourself before the world demands your attention. Remember, successful people aren't just born, they're made day by day through routines that shape them. And a morning routine is a significant part of that process. In the end, it's not just about how early you rise, but how well you rise.